Weird. Things are not as loud as they should be. Not sure what to make of that. Hello. Okay. Think I'm live? Welcome back to the Blue Room. Hi, everybody. Right to the mac and cheese. Yeah, I turned the lights back on tonight. Hey, Megan, and congrats. Yes, I like to always enter a room with dramatic Halo music. Yeah, I've got Halo launched in the background, and if I don't remember to mute that, then it's just there waiting. Oh, why is my webcam not on? There it is. Okay. Maybe I'll just leave that running for the moment, even though it'll definitely get this video pulled at some point. None of these will be in the stream archive because the music will just be all messed up. Thank you, Big Hoss. I'll mute it for a minute. But it's so good. Thank you, GB. Don't mute the SM music. Okay. There's the back. Thank you, Shannon. It does add ambiance. I like it. You know, it's good. It's just, you know, things are all over the place when you need a stirring speech. I have none. Really buffery? Let me take a look. Oh, yeah. We're gonna have another one of those. Oh, you know what? I know what this is. Okay. Now we better? Nope, I'm dropping a lot of frames. My KBS is all over the place. Alright, there we go. I think we're good now. Thank you, Dysfunctional. Thank you, Roop. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Darter. Yeah, I'm still syncing files from work today, so I think that's what it was kicking it out. Yeah, I think we're good now. Before I got started, by the way, I mean, obviously, I've still got this thing hooked up, so I need to plug it back in. And I believe Penguin asked me to verify that I did indeed have a fire extinguisher in the room. Because I don't want to burn down the house with me in it. The best part is, it's sitting on the floor next to the flare gun. Thank you, Kosher Potato, and Jess, and Berber81, and Harpo, and Trico, and Gruntfire, and Megan. The Independence Day speech again. We celebrate our Independence Day. Thank you, Mr. Multifarious, and iBite, and Fall of Reach. Yeah, the beard I need to trim. Is that rated for electrical fires? Well, let's just not assume anything, shall we? Thank you, King Cat. Also, I don't know that that's going to generate enough of an electrical fire to be that much of a problem. Thank you, Axe Miller. The second most hated man by OSHA. I feel like there's definitely a few of them out there that still got me beat. Thank you, Penguin. Thank you, Strife. Thank you, Visa. By the way, and I should have said this a little bit earlier, thank you, Legendary Mon. While I do appreciate all your cheers, we being Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth as a whole are doing a charity stream for Black Lives Matter on Friday. So hold on to your money. You know, that's a good place to put it. Rather than give it to me at the moment, hold on to it. Save it up. Friday, we're going to try and do some good. Thank you, Maniacal Queen. Thank you, Vesa. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you, Casey Bowles. So yeah, come out, watch, help us raise some money. Things are not done yet. Vote. This was a day for voting for a lot of folks in Georgia, a couple other southern states. Please, I know it's too late now. If you haven't done it by this point, I'm pretty sure they're closed. But pay attention. Go out. Cast your votes. It's very important. When's the charity stream on Friday? It's like all day, I believe, Talon. Thank you, Bacon Knight. Thank you, Squidward. I think it starts at 9:30 or 10 our time. I'm not 100% sure. I should probably know more about that. Yeah. Thank you, Rooker. Thank you, Maniacal. Finally made the move to Ohio on Thursday. So good luck to Maniacal Queen. First day of the new life. Congratulations. That's awesome. 10 a.m. I think. You know, Megan, that makes me feel better that you say that, because that means that I didn't just announce something by accident. I was pretty sure we'd announced that we were doing that. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Liam. And yes, we did a stream on Monday where technical difficulties was replaced by a stream of technical difficulties, if you didn't see it, where I just crushed some more things with the rebuilt Crushinator. And there's Twilight Sparkle or something? What's this one called? Who is uncrushable, apparently. I'm pretty sure I could just give her to Bella, and Bella would be done with it very quickly. Hey, Jess. Put her in a jar. The Undying Pony. Is it? I bought that specifically to crush. I'm kind of sad that I got that right. Was it, or is it? I can't tell if people are ironically agreeing with me that it's Twilight Sparkle. The ending of Lasso Part 7 was amazing. Wait until you see Lasso Part 8. We recorded that today. Buckle up. I was correct. That's almost worse. I kind of wish I didn't get it right. But I bought that at the grocery store specifically to squish it without ever showing it to my daughter. So she has no idea that that exists in the house. Plus, she doesn't really care about My Little Ponies, to be honest. Which is another reason I picked it, because I knew that that was something she would be like, nah, whatever. Crush it. I don't care. Thank you, Kellbell. Thank you, Spade. She's the princess of friendship. If I can't crush friendship, I'm pretty sure I could chop it up with some of the other things I got in here. Jake says satisfactory. It's not fun. It is. We did one or two Let's Plays in it, and just not too many people watched it. But I've streamed it a few times too, and it is a lot of fun. Hey, X Miller. Proper Crimmy Series 2. Well, we talked about this on the stream too, where the switch to PC now makes me think we should almost give Crimmies another shot. Which makes me happy and sad. We'll see. PC is buggy. Okay, well, to be fair, Xbox is also really buggy, so that doesn't really change much. It's pretty terrible on Xbox. If you've seen our trials and tribulations. A level 2 hype train emote. But before that, I actually wanted to show you guys something. I don't know what's in it yet. As many of you probably have heard, there's a BioShock collection, an XCOM 2 collection, and Borderlands collection, which came out for Switch. Thank you, Wee Man. Thank you, Mew Tiger Fan. And they actually sent me a copy of the game and a box of stuff. Now, as many of you know, I'm a huge fan of XCOM and the BioShock series, and I enjoyed Borderlands, but of the three, XCOM and BioShock are totally my focus. So I don't know what's in this box, and if we, when we get around to having a RTX, then I will be happy to give a lot of this stuff to you guys. We'll figure out a giveaway at RTX or something. But we can take a look at it real quick and see what's in there. So let me see what I got. is not a small box. This mic is actually much better at... I have no idea this is going to work. Don't mind me. Put this like there. Thank you, llamas. I have no idea if this is gonna work. I snagged a shotgun mic last time I was up at the office because I'm tired of this lavalier, and I haven't actually tried it. So I'm gonna plug it in real quick. There may be a buzz click or something here as I unplug this and plug in this other mic. But let's see what happens. Maybe we'll hear it. Maybe we won't. The other question is, do you hear the fan? Alright, if I stand over here, can you actually hear me? I'm in front of the shotgun mic. Yes. Okay, good start. How does it sound? Sounds good. Okay, good start, good start. Yeah, okay. Terrible. That's, yeah. Can you hear the fan on? Is it like... Decent? I mean, decent's all I'm asking for at this point. A little tinny. Yeah, no, that doesn't surprise me. A little quiet. No fan. No fan. Okay. I should move the other mic because it's just right in front of the camera. A little bit. Can't hear the fan over Halo. Yeah. That's what Halo's for, really. To hide fan sounds. Oh boy, I really need like a... to make the lights light up more. Let's see what we got. Okay. We hope you are safe and well. To celebrate the launch of some of our biggest 2K titles on Nintendo Switch, we are sending out mac and cheese! Care package for you to enjoy. We hope the contents make life a little more comfortable at home whilst playing some of our greatest titles. So relax, kick back, and play XCOM 2, Bioshock the Collection, or Borderlands the Legendary Collection whenever you want. Wherever you want, sorry. Fancy showing some love on social? Feel free to tag us and use hashtag 2KSwitch. Much love, 2K. Alright, let's see what we got here. Now, do you want us to start with Bioshock, XCOM, or Borderlands? Sorry, I did that backwards. Borderlands, XCOM, or Bioshock? I'll turn down Halo. Thank you, Shelly. I can't turn up the mic any. Looks like Bioshock is winning. Bioshock, okay. That'd be this one. Okay. What do we got that's Bioshock? Oh! We have a Bioshock logo switch case. Wow. Nice red. Actually, this is exactly like the switch case I have, which is just black. But the style of it is exactly the same. I wonder if it's made by the same company. Cool. Okay, that you probably don't hear. And then there's some coasters, you know, some Bioshock coasters. Actually, their coasters represent all the properties. I keep showing the wrong camera because it's the camera that I have the mic plugged into, but you guys are over there. Alright. Some 2K socks. I'm keeping the socks. I always need socks. It's a Bioshock piece of cloth. I'm guessing maybe this is to like wipe your screen. It's not the same texture that I would normally associate with such a thing, but it does have a cool, the lighthouse logo on it. A memory injection. I have no idea what this is. It's an envelope. it's a 128 gig SanDisk. Whew. Actually, that's very useful to me, so I'll probably keep that as well, because that is what I use in this camera over here that I've mounted the mic on for shooting technical difficulties. So this is a SanDisk that would fit in a Switch, so it's a micro. But with an adapter, it'll still work. That's pretty nice. And then whatever this is. Let's see. It's got Nintendo branding on the top. Oh, okay. It's just a regular Pro controller. Is it branded? Looks to be sealed. Let's see. No, just a regular Pro controller. So again, that's incredibly nice, and I'll probably hold on to that too, because Eli and I play Smash a lot, and I always... Okay, look. I'm an adult with big adult hands, so I always make him use the... whatever that... I don't know what you call the Joy-Con controller, the one where you just slide in the two Joy-Cons onto the little smaller controller. I always make him use that one, and I use my Pro controller, because I have large adult hands and he has small child hands, and also anything that gives me a little bit of an advantage so I can continue to beat him for as long as possible is worth it. So that's the BioShock box. For now I am going to put all this stuff back in here, otherwise I will get it everywhere, because my life is a huge mess right now. This room has become overrun with things. Alright, we got XCOM and we got Borderlands. Yeah, you can't let your kid win. I think I covered this in the... it was the XCOM. Looks like... I'm seeing more XCOMs. I covered that in a technical difficulties episode where you just can't let your children beat you, or they'll think they know better than you. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh. We have an XCOM tote bag. Now I'm sporty. I'm ready to go. What can I put in my... XCOM radiation bath salts. X-ray psionic candle. Smells like brain. Actually, it smells really good. I have no idea what scent it is, but... this is not what I expected from an XCOM box. Oh, yeah, here we go. A little rice bag, you know, you heat it up, put it on your neck. But the XCOM is a really relaxing looking thing, including a robe. With the little alien symbol on it. A robe and tie. So, definitely be giving this to somebody. Because I just don't have a place to put that in my life. So, my wife may claim dibs on the radiation bath salts, and possibly the rice thing, which is it does have a logo on it, so they did slap a little thing on there. I'm not sure what to do with the tote. For sure I'll give away. Ooh, flashy. So on a whole, it's an interesting turn with the XCOM box. But it smells really good in here, which is great, because this room had largely started to smell like my feet after being stuck in here for so long. Alright, last but not least, we got the Borderlands box. Just don't send the bath salts to Florida. Yeah, no kidding. Let's not kick that off. Alright, we got a hat. Very lightweight. You roll it up. Oh, no, look, it was on the outside there. Maybe I don't know how to wear a hat. Oh, that's cool. These are some Astro speaker grills, so actually I could probably put them on. Nope, This one doesn't do it. My old the A40s. These are Astro like magnetic speaker covers or headphone covers for A40s. So the older ones that I used to have that are wired, I think would work with this. I don't think the A50s have removable ones, but that's really cool. We got. Oh, that's cool. It's like a sticker set if you wanted to put it on your Switch, including face covers for your Joy-Cons. I'm guessing this is for the base station, and then even a screen border. That's cool. And then we got one last box here. It's heavy. Oh. Yeah, this explains the speaker grills or the speaker covers. That is some Astro A40s, I believe. Oh yeah, look at that. Worst part is I now have to hold on to all this stuff till RTX. Hey, during RTX, you too could own some Astro A40s. You know what? I feel like these should go together. We'll do that as a set whenever we give this stuff away. Get this back in here if I can. It's a really very, very nice box set. And I look forward to you guys getting this stuff. Except for the things that I said I was keeping. Because so honestly, I would imagine that the stuff that's more exciting to keep is things like the headphones and not things like here is some here's a memory card. There we go. Okay. So thanks 2K. I have actually been playing XCOM on the XCOM 2, the XCOM 2 collection. Oh, that'd be just a second as I move back over here. Oh, should I crush anything while we're here? I can do it. I did promise crushing, and I do have stuff. A couple things. Anyway, thank you, 2K, for that box set. It was really cool. And I will be happily redistributing some of those things come RTX time. Put that in. That lit up. That's a good sign. Now, there was a small electrical fire during the episode or the live stream. I feel like we probably won't have that happen again. Probably. A lot of people upset about my use of acrylic. That was all they had at Home Depot that was transparent and plastic. Mac and cheese! I should probably turn the lights up for this, huh? Look. Small fires aren't to be worried about. Safety goggles, pish posh. Wow. Okay. You insist. Well, I don't know that they still fit. Oh, there we go. Safety goggles. Okay. I've got a truck. I've got a broken Paw Patrol figurine. I have some walnuts. Because why not? And then if you have any requests of things I might find in my home, I will go look for them and squish them. Uh-oh. That's not good. My safety goggles. Ow. It's just no more comfortable now than it was before. Let me get to where I can actually see the chat. Alright. Egg was actually on the one of the things I wanted to do. And I didn't get it done in time because I was in a Minecraft that morning. Don't crush Everest. He's already broken. He's missing a leg. And Livy already told me it was okay. Thank you, Reg. Thank you, Astro. Thank you, do I think RTX is going to happen? I would love to think so. I have no idea what's going to happen right now. The world is too all over the place, and it's really difficult to know what the situation is, but I am not the one to ask, because I have nothing to do with that process. So, thank you, Dalhala, thank you, Dorkin, thank you, Jericho, thank you, Alyssa, thank you, Phantom. Looks like you were performing a magic trick with that hat. Thank you, Ferlin, thank you, Darcy, thank you, Anon Figment. And Becky, and Harry, and Skulls, and I think, okay, we're caught back up. Maybe squish a child? Just a little? That really took a turn there, Violet. I don't know. I do not have any blue blocks of mac and cheese. I've got the Amy's brand mac and cheese, and Livy cares way more about that than she would ever care about this Paw Patrol figurine, so I think I shall not crush that. We'll just do a couple small crushes tonight, and then if we get it, you know, inspired, we can crush some other things. So again, let's do a calibration can. Always good to make sure things still work. There we go. That'll do. Now, I had another version of the squish plate, which is actually a lot wider than this. But again, I ran kind of out of time in the middle of getting prepped for that stream. And so some of the things just didn't happen, like other plates. That one had a little bit of juice still in it. You know what? I don't even know if this is going to crush. I feel like I should turn that closer view back on, but it's actually very difficult to set up at the moment. So you may just have to kind of take my word for it that the thing goes boom. Here's my back. Right, here we go. There we go. Safe. Here we go. Bye-bye, truck. Maybe, or maybe we're about to have another fire. The lights changing color scared me a little bit there. I think I need to give it a little bit more of a depression there. Not much of a crunch. I'm going to do it manually. Alright, here we go. Contact is made. And we have a critical failure of the plunger. So the little wooden plunger I put on the end actually split in half. It's still hanging on there, but it's split from side to side all the way through. What is still holding on there? You can see that the actual the end of the plunger, or the arm, is sticking through the bottom now. So ideally what I would have here is a metal plate instead of a piece of wood. But again, turns out some of these parts are expensive, and you just kind of got to work with what you got. See if I can. I was able to pull it back through. Okay. So far, the truck is holding up shockingly well. Even, I think, the mechanics said it still worked. And the bed's still... This may be too much truck. Let's see if I can hit it right on the cab, but the cab's like die-cast metal. I'm pretty sure that this won't win against that. So before we lose it all together... See, the reason that I know that Livy doesn't care about this, aside from the fact that I've asked, is that she basically fed... What's the green one? Is it Rocky? She basically fed Rocky to Bella. There was pieces everywhere. It was a real horror show. It was... I never found his face. I know that sounds horrible, but it is funny to me. Poor Rocky. Thank you, Darter. So this isn't hydraulic. I saw a lot of people saying hydraulic. This is a linear actuator, so there's nothing hydraulic about it. Hydraulic implies that they're used fluid, which I did have plans for a hydraulic version, but the episode was already fairly long and I was running out of time, so I didn't need to do a version 4. I thought the car press, the linear actuator, and then the kinetic kill versions were enough. But that doesn't mean I can't revisit crushing Coke cans in the future and do a hydraulic version. Plus, I mean, there's already so many hydraulic press channels out there. How many linear actuator crushing channels are there? And the answer is probably very few, because it is not as exciting as a hydraulic press. It, resoundingly, it crushes stuff some of the time. Well, bye, Everest. Okay, I'll give you this one chance. You as a community, there are 813 people here. We'll do it like Gladiator style. Thumbs up or thumbs down? What's it gonna be? Let me move closer so I can see. I've seen one no so far. Freckles says thumbs up. But okay, to be clear, thumbs up means it lives. Thumbs down means it dies. It's also a toy, so let's not over dramatize this. Do I finish squashing what the dog started? All right. I saw someone say execute Order 66. All right. It looks like a resounding thumbs down. As a parent who has paid for these toys, who has had to pick them up off the floor numerous times, who has had to be responsible for them when the child who professes to love them does not take the effort to save them from the animals of the house, and knowing that Livy has outgrown it and is no longer interested in it, and that it's already broken, so I donate all the other toys that we have. Just to be clear, before we get into other anybody saying that in this situation I could do something better with it, you're probably right, but it is already broken and missing a leg. So as a toy, I am just going to send it to the beyond of the recycle bin, and I'm going to help them out a little bit by giving it a good squish so that they don't have to do it. Oh, Rock! Everest wins! Everest wins! The crushing head has split in twain! Everest loses a door, but otherwise remains victorious. The Crushinator has been defeated by the small pup. Who could have seen this coming? Toy dog versus machine. Toy dog wins. Toy dog wins. The Yesy fan. Well. There you have it. I guess that what remains to us is to now go back to the drawing board a bit, get the crush head up to spec, and go for round 2. But hey, you love to see a good underdog story, right? I don't like that I said that. Oh boy, you know what? Let's play some Halo. That's just a boo for myself. All right, there we go. Back with sound, hopefully. Yes, boo me. I deserve it. But hey, let's have a round of applause for the dog that was too tough. The fake dog, which was too tough for the crush machine. God dang it, Crushinator. This is just part of the joy that it takes whenever I'm doing technical difficulties, is rearranging the room every time I want to do anything. Turn that off. Okay. All power has been deactivated over at the crushing station. Once again, give it up for Everest. Wouldn't go down. Did lose the side door there, covering a little bit on the top, adding to the battle damage of the 3 legs. But so far, this is our champion. Well, you could argue that it's funny because in my experience, toys made for kids these days are built like crap. They're not metal like they were in my day. And yet here we have one toy that couldn't be flattened. Went completely... Yeah, Bella is the champ. That's true. Couldn't be flattened. And one toy that broke the flattener. I'm impressed. Oh boy. Okay. Weird question, but some people asked me, and I don't know. Do you know when we'll get our recorded interactions with y'all from GalaxyCon? Ooh, I have no idea. I know they are. I've still got to do. They're mailing me the autographs and the video or the shout outs, which were 2 things that you could do. As far as the one-on-one interactions or the group chats, I don't have any idea. I'm sorry. I can ask about it. I will say that at least for my part of GalaxyCon, I don't have the numbers for what Jeremy, Michael, and Lindsay raised, but we at least raised $2,000 for Campaign 0. So feel like that's a win. Thank you, Megan. You tell Beth that her dog needs a captain's hat. Okay. Thank you, Penguin. Permanent spot next to the pony on top. I'm thinking I should glue them up there, to be honest. Hey, Harpo. Oh, my headphones just died. That's why I don't hear things anymore. Are we back now? There we go. Thank you, Harpo. If you go to the email with the purchase confirmation, you can click on the link and download your video chat from there, Harpo says. So hopefully that helps, Janine. Thank you, Big Zach. Glue both the top. Oh, there you go. They earned their place in history. You're right, Big Zach. Thank you, Phantoms. Thank you, Vis. Thank you, Fire Prince. Thank you, Big Zach again. They don't call me Everest for nothing. Damn pup crushed the Crushinator. Sure did. Thank you, Kyla. Here, Harpo says, my 3-year-old wants a crusher now. Well, I have a great video that shows you mostly how to build it, if you want. Somewhat. You may have to do a little bit of additional research. The truck did survive as well. It actually started the crushing on the Crushinator. Have I meant anything? Okay, wrong. Historically, thumbs down meant don't kill. Romans were bloodthirsty. Good to know, Shadow. And also bad. Thank you, SC fan. Thank you, Shadow. Wait, that's what you said, isn't it? Never confused. Thank you, Monaco Queen. The sacrifice has been made. The man is satiated, though his destruction was not that of the mighty Everest. It's true. The mighty Everest shall play on. Thank you, X Miller. You know, if you put in the box with some poison and cesium atom, then it will be both until you open the box at least. That's true. Let's see. Thank you, Strange Emerald. Thank you, Phantoms. Slot tech at a casino. We have to wear a mask, and this entire time I've been wearing my technical difficulties mask. It's fun trying to explain to them. Aw. Thank you for wearing that. I really do. I like that mask. Thank you, Avery Medell. Thank you, Perps. Thank you, Master Renegade. Thank you, Skullmaster, Master of Skulls. Thank you, Reg. Thank you, Astrocore. I think I've caught up now. Thank you, I am kind of Akuma and Sassy Harley. My 2-year-old saw Everest and had a meltdown, but now I feel bad because I thought it was fine. Oh, I'm so sorry. Everest is fine. Tell her that Everest was too strong. Everest broke the machine. Okay. Let's play some Halo. Mac and cheese. That music back in there. Ooh, there's not gonna drink. Halo 2 anniversary. Resume. We had some good videos filmed today. We had Lasso part. We had TTT. That was really good. What was the other thing we did? There was another. Maybe that was it. Oh, and a GTA. That was good. She's good now when you hold up the camera. She's happy. All right.
And fear not pain or death.
Where are we?
I'll follow when our
switch
reinforcements
cams.
arrive.
W switches to webcam camera for some reason. What is up with the sensitivity in this game? All right. Ugly game, pretty game. No, sir. There's a ghost to be driven. Fine. What are we shooting at? Oh. Covenant weapons are so good on Forerunner tech. Want that more? No. God, it looks good though. It's so shiny. It's always disconcerting because right now we're doing a playthrough of Lasso playthrough of Halo ODST, and this looks better than that does, which, you know, understandably, this was an update to the game, remake essentially that came later. So it should look better, but it's just odd in your brain to go, I'm playing Halo 2, which now looks better than Halo 3.5. Oh, rocking out. Why am I shooting at my own guy? Is it my own guy? Hard to say. Ow. What? Dead? No. Okay, we're good. God, this is the metal version. It's not even as loud. I still owe you guys like a kazoo version of this. Speaking of things that I owe, it's getting about time to start talking about wrapping up the last of my Extra Life stream goals that I need to do. So I'm hoping at doing a cookie stream in the very near future to remake the ultimate sandwich from Sky Factory 4. That will not be too far in the future at this point. So there will be plenty of warning, don't worry. Oh, see? He was a bad guy. Leave it to the Covenant to somehow develop the slowest form of energy weapon ever made. The bolts from this thing take a year to get where they're going. Ow. That would have been cool, though, right? Okay. He just keeps giving me a chance. Come on, shields. Ha! Well, let's just go push him over. Yeah, boy, the lasso part today is gonna be quite a thing. I'm looking forward to you guys getting it. I was laughing so hard. You're being a little ground up by the epic guitar solo. Okay, there we go. I mean, I should be. That's far more entertaining to hear than I am.
Keep moving. I'm on my way.
I mean, that is a pretty good guitar solo. Is it a solo? I feel like there's several things playing in the background. Ow, stop it. Ow. You killed me? All right.
Keep moving. I'm on my way.
Is it better balanced now? It's a riff. What difficulty? Heroic. Oh. I really was expecting to just take that from that man
I'm on my way.
thing. Why am I even fighting these guys? Bah. Woo. Yes, sir. Having been playing Halo ODST on Lasso all day, I'm already used to a tank that does no damage, so this is pretty normal. Drive a Scorpion while playing as the Arbiter. I didn't know that was a achievement, but I am happy. Hoping that's a cutscene and not just the screen going away forever. Oh, there we go. Okay. No, we're good. Ah! Who shoot? How did I blast him with the turret not even turned around yet? Science. No, he's in there somewhere. Did I back over him? Nope, he's still alive. Okay, hold on. I can't see anything. It's still red, though. No, get off me. Dang it. Most annoying flood ever. I do at least appreciate that the crosshair is in the middle of the screen, which is something I have never understood about the placement. Does anyone know why is the placement so low in Halo 3 and ODST? Thank you, X Miller. There's also an RVB reference. I didn't even notice. I didn't read the title. Thank you, Monaco Queen. Oh boy. Hold on. Oh, he's on me. Did he just take it? There we go. You have come to your streams for music, not for you, like made stream channel. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I just played only Halo music, I would both get banned and be very successful until I was. Thank you, Gene. Rewatching my interaction. Why didn't you tell me I was so awkward? You were fine. Everybody was great. I will say we always felt bad in the group chats, and sometimes even in my one-on-one chats. I felt pretty bad about talking over people, but it seemed like a lot of folks were cool with that. They didn't really have anything in particular they wanted to say. They just kind of wanted to be there, and especially when you've got Michael and Jeremy around, they'll fill 3 minutes. You don't need to do anything. The Halo 1 title screen, that is one of the best, yes. Thank you, Mad King Father. Everything you do in the hard times a year ago when I lost my Nana. Last year, watching your streams helped me so much. Thank you so much, everybody from Achievement Hunter who's helped me out in my life. Well, thank you, and I'm glad that watching has helped. Thank you, Shadow. Sorry for my poor listening skills a few minutes ago, but yes, thumbs down for gladiatorial times. The signal, swords down, or don't kill. So you're telling me the movie Gladiator got it wrong? That's a shame. That's a shame. I've been lied to by Russell Crowe. And that's the worst kind of lie. Thank you, Lex Lava. And while I was in Magic Cast stream, also playing Halo. Yeah, this is Halo 2 Anniversary, and it looks gorgeous. Thank you, Pro Corvas. Huge fan of you and your content. Days have my days better. You inspired me to play Sky Factory. Even had to reference your VODs for ideas. Thank you. Please never stop. Sky Factory is so much fun. I know that we're nowhere near ever getting another one. But gosh, I just want to play them all. Thank you, Loud Silent One. Thank you, King Grizz. Let's see. I wanted to thank you for being such a great. Oh. Well, thank you, King Grizz. I'm glad it helped. Thank you, Sassy. And there we go. Okay. What was the achievement? I missed it. Also, is it home? I don't remember what the overlay button is. F10. Nope. I could just keep randomly pushing buttons. There are other mod packs similar to Sky Factory, but Bacon Donut is on point for getting them to all work together and having kind of a direction to them. Are those bad or good? Do I shoot or not shoot? That I shoot. Hey Lex, most recent technical difficulties. Thank you. And thank you, Harpo. I finally got around watching the video chat back, and I don't remember about 95% of the conversation because I was so out of it. So I'm really no. Again, I don't feel like anybody was awkward. It was honestly very. It was amazing how similar to actual, in-person meeting at RTX or at a other convention is. Because a lot of times people don't really have a particular agenda in meeting you. They don't. A lot of folks don't have something in particular, like something that they've just been dying to say to you. They just want to say hi. And we're used to that. It's fine. 6 pedals, 4 directions. That is a great quote. Like, if you have something you want, my recommendation in general is if you come to a convention and meet somebody famous, which I don't really count myself amongst, but someone that you've been looking forward to meeting, someone that you really want to have a second in front of, if you've got something you want to say, just go ahead and say hi. Great to meet you. I would love to ask you something. Just get it out. Just go ahead and throw that out there, the tidbit out there that you have a question. Because we're more than happy to respond to whatever it is you got. If you don't, and you just want us to just hang out and have fun and just kind of chat about whatever, that's cool too. we frequently feel bad sometimes when we just start going to chatting, and then we get to the end and people are like, "Oh, I wanted to ask something and I forgot." I'm like, well, we feel really bad. We are usually more than happy to then lightning round it, but if it's a question you want some more expounding on, just, hit us with the knowledge that you want to ask something up front. I'm not famous. Famous people have millions of followers. There's got to be like a midline famous, which I am. If I had to be honest, I don't know that I would ever want to be more famous than I presently am, because I'm the kind of famous where I can go to the store and most of the time no one cares. Once in a while someone will be like, "Hey, I know you," but almost never. I'm an anonymous kind of famous that can get away with going anywhere and not really having to worry about it. That's a good solid B-. I don't even know if I'm a B-. I'm maybe more in a C+ range. I am 6 feet tall. That is correct. A+ in your heart. And that's all I ask. I don't want to be everybody's... I don't want to be famous to everybody. Just the best people. Like you. I don't know if that was a good tank or a bad tank that I just shot. Thank you, Harpo. Easter egg and Doctor Who. Now that just... See? Again... That's a great example right there, Harpo. It's not that I'm so famous that I'm an Easter egg in Doctor Who. It's that I'm famous to the right people. All you got to do is be famous to awesome artists and designers, and then they put you in things as an Easter egg. Thank you, my Uncle Queen. Definitely have an agenda. I'm meeting you in person to help me deal with my social phobia. Hey, that's a great agenda. And I'm always happy to do that. I'm not in Doctor Who. Jack and I's names appear in on a screen at one point. Thank you, Pro Corvus. You and your kids watch Avatar: Last Airbender yet? I've watched it 6 times. Eli has been going crazy for Avatar right now. I watched it a while ago, and now it's interesting watching him go through it because he'll get excited about something and start telling me about the Fire Lord, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Tell me, go on. I can't get him to watch Korra though, and I haven't watched Korra, so I'm really I want to watch it. Livy wants to watch it. Eli doesn't want to watch it because he doesn't want to be reminded that Aang's dead, which is hard to argue with. Like, I get it. He's like really just watched Avatar. So, I mean, he's still really close to that character. And so, is that a spoiler? You can't have another Avatar. This is what I keep having to go over with Eli, where he's like, are you sure Aang's dead? It's like, you can't have another Avatar unless the one from the previous series died. That's how the Avatar works. Thank you, Packle. Thank you. I don't remember if I already told the stream or not, but I wrote a play about my experience in Hawaii during the fake missile threat. It got chosen to be the next play to be performed at my university. Congratulations. That's awesome. I did actually several student plays when I was in college, so that's really cool. I hope you enjoyed getting it produced. I don't know what Aang died of. I think there's probably more to the story. They don't talk about it immediately. So let's not throw any spoilers out there. It could be old age. I don't know. Like, it's a long time. Like, most of the main characters from the OG series are dead from old age regardless. But yeah, so There's a. That's why I can't get Eli to watch it though. Is he's too caught up in too. He's been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender on loop for like a couple weeks now. He's just going through all the episodes over and over and over again. Korra, I don't think is on Netflix. To get it, you have to get CBS All Access. Which I have because of Star Trek Picard, and Discovery, the 2 Star Trek shows. And honestly, Discovery, if you haven't tried it, is really pretty good. It's some solid Star Trek. I haven't finished Picard yet. I need to. I think I've got like 2 or 3 episodes in. Would I recommend Picard? I don't know. Let me get to the end of it, and then I'll have a better opinion on it. But I actually really like Star Trek Discovery. If you haven't watched it and you have CBS, or I think the first season was available for streaming somewhere. But if you like Star Trek, Discovery is a solid Star Trek series. Thank you, Father Mugger, and the Messenger, and Valkyrie. Yeah, season 1, I don't know. I even like season 1 of Star Trek Discovery. It had more of a overarching plot. Not that 2 doesn't. But I was kind of afraid with Discovery that it was going to be... and something a lot of shows do nowadays is just have a single plot line, and every episode is purely dedicated to advancing that long-form story. It's just a movie told over several episodes. Now, I was worried that Discovery was going to be that. Honestly, Picard is that. It's all just pushing forward one central narrative. And Discovery Season 1 had some level of that. Season 2, while it does have an overarching story, it isn't afraid to tell unique individual stories within it. So every episode may move the big story a tiny bit, may just mention what's going on with it, but then they just have like regular Star Trek episodes where, a plot that is, it's as is normal with Star Trek. It's a plot that is developed and completed in the space of an episode. They usually get an hour when they have a problem and resolve it all within the space of that hour. But that's kind of satisfying. It's very Star Trek. You feel like you got a good... DS9 did that to some degree as well, where it had the Dominion War arc. Though early in DS9, it was a lot less sewn together as a show. I mean, it's probably more like, I don't want to call it like Voyager because it's so very different from Voyager, but Voyager always had the arc of we got to get home, but along the way, every episode wasn't like this is the one where we figure out how to go home. It was like, and this is just what happened on the way to getting home. I never knew that Voyager got as much hate as it did. Though my memory of it is pretty foggy because it's been a long time since I watched it. The end of Voyager, they absolutely just ran out of episodes. It didn't get renewed for another season, and so they just had to wrap it up. So, in some ways, it was better that they at least got the opportunity. But that just makes it a rush. Like, they knew they were getting canceled. They're not going to be back for another season. So they have, the story of Voyager is the ship essentially gets flung to a far... Oh, I should pay more attention to what I'm doing. The ship in the very early first episode gets flung to a far corner of the universe and has to try and find its way home. This is all... It's like Quantum Leap, the Star Trek story. It didn't even occur to me. It's like hoping each warp would be the warp home. And, along the way, they solve problems for all the people they meet. Missed. No, got him. I never even occurred to me how the similarities lined up there. Or like Lost in Space, yeah. But anyway, so, you know, general broad strokes, ship is lost in the Delta Quadrant and has to get home. When they're wrapping the show up, you know, they're probably going to get home. It's just kind of the way it works. Even if you look at something like Stargate... Oh, what was the gritty one? Where they were on a ship. Same kind of deal. They find a Stargate that opens to an elder ship. Universe. There we go. And then again, they run out of episodes, and then the last episode is, oh my god, we figured out how to go home. All right. Universe wasn't terrible, to be honest. Yeah, I see some people saying it sucked. It was... Oh, I should watch the screen sometimes. It wasn't as good as some of the other Stargates, but, I mean, it had some enjoyable episodes, you know? It was the worst thing you could have watched. Did they not get home in Universe? I thought they had like it's not everybody, right? But some people did. Boy, these guys are kicking my butt. It's also very dark in here. There we go. Much better. Let's go back to OG if you want to see what's happening. No shadows there. Ugh. Atlantis was decent. What am I saying? I liked Atlantis. SG-1 was good, though the latter seasons were a little it lost me after Richard Dean Anderson left. I felt like he was a great presence on that show. Also MacGyver, you know, come on. It's a very dated show, and a lot of times, if I have any complaints about it, it's that they would make weird choices with the story, where you would go, okay, you have this and this technology. I guess in some ways that's kind of one of the things I liked about it, though, was it had a progression, like you would see the march of the abilities, like they would gain new tactics and abilities, and oh my god, I'm in the engine room from the Pillar of Autumn. How am I here? What is this? I'm so confused all of a sudden. What crashed ship are we on? I've completely lost track of the plot of this game. The Sentinel Factory? Oh, okay. It looks so much like the engine room. Yeah, okay, it's different. I see it. It's just... Ooh, got a boost. Ow. Stop it. They keep ducking my swings. Ugh! I'm getting too into talking about Star Trek and Stargate and not enough into paying attention to what I'm doing. Thank you, Nude Goose, and Axel, and P. Walter. But as an electrical technical difficulties make my skin crawl, the fire was something. Hey, at least I knew why the fire happened. Also, I never made a claim to know what the heck I'm doing. If anything, I usually deliberately don't explain stuff specifically so people will have to go do some research on their own. Thank you, Kyla. I first popped in, Ryan's yelling about toy dogs, had to leave for a bit and come back being loud about dead avatars. What even is happening? No one knows. No one really knows. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop it! At least, let me see. Okay, I gotta adjust the gamma on this because it's just too dark. I mean, that is correct, though. Barely visible, not visible. Okay, in fairness, though, I don't see not visible until there. You guys can see it on the stream a little bit earlier than I can see it on this monitor. So I think it's more like a 6.3. Yeah. There you go, Ori. Watching all season of Star Trek TNG and Amazon Prime, so there was a lot of very dull episodes. Yeah. I mean, it ran for, what, 8 seasons? Thank you, Nude Goose. Thank you, Dude Honor. So, I mean, you're going to have some dross in there. Had a chance to check out Command & Conquer Remastered yet. I have not, though, as I was saying to Jack in the stream a little bit ago, I didn't really ever get into Command & Conquer. Because it felt so much brighter. Felt so different from the other RTS that I played a lot of at that point, which was not World of Warcraft, it was before that, Warcraft 2. So the things that, it was kind of like being a Mac to PC switch, where all the things that were intuitive in an RTS didn't work from one to the other. So it felt weird, and that put me off. Ow. Oh, yeah, I'll swap for a rocket launcher. Real nice being able to see. Wah! Wow. That was a flood jumping right in front of my face as I was firing a rocket. Guess which one won? Uh-oh. Whee! Ooh, they got me. Who's my favorite Star Trek captain? Well, again, this is we're back to the old I can't answer favorite questions. I don't know. They were all so interesting in their times. I think Kirk was certainly my least favorite, but that's just because the series was just not as good. Like, their OG Star Trek was still very raw. Though the movies were okay. I mean, you got Wrath of Khan, which was solid. I guess then you could consider the new reboot version is also in there. Part of my issue is I'm just so easy to please when it comes to Star Trek. Like, a lot of people didn't like Enterprise. I'm totally okay with Enterprise. I just like Star Trek. What are you? Why are you shooting me? Are you a bad one or a good one? I mean, you're shooting me, but I just can't tell if you're human. Whoa! Not good. I feel like I'm cut adrift in this world. My cloak isn't working. I'm just gonna keep moving. The movies are pretty good. Odd number ones are less exciting. Yeah. As a kid, I used to love Voyage Home. I don't know what it was about Voyage Home, other than maybe it was the only one I had on tape. But I watched it a bunch of times. Whoa! Search for Spock was meh. Wrath of Khan is always hailed as a classic, and it is good. You know. Very Wrath of Khan. Can't remember if you can hijack tanks in this. I'm starting to think you can from how it's bullying me and not letting me hijack it. Did it blow up? Nope. That'll do, pig. Probably wasn't smart to blow that up inside of me. Oh, hi. See, there's a friend. I knew there was some around. Got him. Chris Pine ramped up your love of Star Trek because he's pretty. I mean, Chris Pine was a good Kirk, too. I'll give him that. Oh, boy, that was not a very long charge. And Zachary Quinto's take on the reprisal of Spock was very Leonard Nimoy-ian, but I thought he did a tremendous job evoking that character. We could, you know, McCoy was just a gem, played by what's-his-face, who's also Judge Dredd, and is really a wildly prolific and talented actor. He's also in Doom. Carl. I'm just doing that llama thing. Carl Urban. That guy is everywhere. He does so much science fiction. Judge Dredd, he had a TV show for a while where he was like messing with androids or something. I never watched it, and it didn't last long, so I don't know much about it. Almost Human? Is that what it was? That sounds right. He's in Lord of the Rings. He's basically like the ultimate sci-fi character actor. Carl Urban is in everything sci-fi related. Sci-fi fantasy. He was in Thor. You're right. Thank you, Book Griffin. Thank you, Phoenix. 1 month June's been, and not even 10th, 2 COVID tests in a week. Oh. Oh, hang on. Pretty cutscene.
More humans. They must be after the icon. On your way, Arbiter. I'll deal with these beasts.
I mean, earlier we were talking about how there was this earlier, as in a few streams ago, how the spec map was missing on some of the Marine and Master Chief armor. They did not mess that up on the Arbiter's armor. You can see all kinds of specular roughness throughout his armor. That's what we're missing from the spec maps on Master Chief. All over that, you see the grunge, the scuff marks where the specularity doesn't get as shiny. Thank you, Meyer. Opinion on new Dune series coming out. It'd be interesting to see where they go with it. I read, I think, the first 5, maybe 5. It's hard to say at this point. Dune books back when I was in college. And it is good it's a bad spectrum. It starts good and interesting and just continues to kind of go worse and worse as it continues into just like ridiculous lore and just mysticism that doesn't serve any purpose in a novel. Thank you, Penguin. Flip the question around. Which Star Trek captain would you want to serve under? Well, Picard for sure, because I feel like he would have the best chance of me living. Also, if you're looking at the timeline of the series that have come out, he's in the later series. So, I mean, if you look at Enterprise, stuff was rough in Enterprise. They died all the time just because they weren't ready for the universe. Picard used the Enterprise D and E. Those were some swanky starships, man. You got holodecks. You got all kinds of places you can go to have fun on those things. Yes. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I don't that in there because it will take over the thing. Yeah, Janeway, no, they're fine. It's their bedtime. They're about to go. The Voyager situation, I wouldn't want to serve on that ship because also guaranteed death. I mean, not because Janeway was a bad captain, but because they were in a terrible position. Just not a good time. Not a good ship to be on. Plus, it was always running out of power. I bet the holodecks mostly were broken within a week. You know. Thank you, Fairy Tale. Playing some virtual reality. Oh, man. That is quite a game. There's all kinds of stuff to mess with in there. I don't think I even scratched the surface on some of the things in there. They Gory recently finished watching all season of Star Trek TNG on Amazon Prime. Say they were very dull. Oh, yeah. I got that one already. Thank you, Lady Rare Tatum. Even number of movies are pretty good. I did say that one already. Thank you, friendly Arsenic. Happy to finally have some time off work. Yeah, relax. Have some fun. Give me that. No, give it to me. No, give me. How come I can't take guns from these guys? From downtown. Just missed it. That was a bit of, still didn't lead it right. My left arm wasn't warm, you know. Hey, Gory. Live action Cowboy Bebop butchery they made on Netflix. Now that, I'm pretty confident is going to be not great. I want to give it a chance, but I don't often see anime rendered into live action successfully. Usually I get like 5 minutes in and it's just too cringy and I have to turn it off. But who knows, It would be great because that's a universe that I feel like never got enough stories told in it. So I hope that we get something fresh out of it and not just a rehash of the and I know nothing about the show, so if I'm already not going to get my way, then just don't tell me so I can pretend. But if it's just going to be a rehash of the original episodes, then who cares? They're not going to do it as well as the anime did it. But if they've got something new and interesting to show, then maybe it's got a possibility. I feel like Cowboy Bebop, out of a lot of the animes out there, at least doesn't suffer from some of the it's a world that's easy to render real without being cheesy. It's a sci-fi, you're living on a ship. If they don't get too crazy with we gotta have the hair that looks all anime-ish and if they don't lean too hard into that stuff, I think it could look good. And as with when they made the movie, it'd be great just to have more Cowboy Bebop if it can stay true to the original material. I don't know if I believe that they will, but if they do, oh, killed a friend. This is why I don't have any friends in this game. Been a bit since the stream. Hi, hey, Smootav. Thank you, Fairy Tale. I was drunk while playing, so eventually just became my friend and laughed. Fair enough. Whoop. Still so dark. There we go. Thank you, Headless Spear. Yeah, it's true. Remakes are normally trash. But I used to think that, comic book adaptation movies were going to be trash. And we've seen in recent times that if you treat a subject matter from something like a comic book or a graphic novel, something like that, if you treat it right, if you you put the right spin on it to ground it in our reality instead of trying to ground our reality in an anime world, that you can actually make something that comes out really, really good. So I hope that things like Dune and things like Cowboy Bebop could produce something that's worth watching. If filmmakers have looked at what they did right in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, of how they took something that feels silly if you were to translate it directly from comic book to the screen and put a spin on it where it just makes enough sense, just enough, that it doesn't feel cheesy anymore. If they can do that, then maybe they can do these other things. Maybe. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you. Is it MLE Olivia, I think? Still waiting for another season of Firefly. I don't think that's happening. As much as I don't know that I even want one anymore at this point. Because, they had the movie that really, if we did another season of Firefly, or if they had another one now, at what point do you do it? Do you retcon it into, like, before the events of the movie went down, which they would all look, substantially different, and it would be very awkward to try and wedge that in? Or do you do it without, several of your main characters who were part of just what made that show special? Personally, I think that it's done. They just can't. Oof. They can dream. That's fair. Well, here's, you know what? I'll give your dream a little life. We're living in the era where, at some point in the future, hi Bella. What are you doing? Okay, it is bedtime too. We're living in the era where, within your lifetimes, my lifetime probably, they will have the ability, if they so choose. I mean, they could do it now, but the price on it is continuously going down. But to recreate at a photoreal level actors and sets and scenes digitally in such a way that you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So they could resurrect that series in CG and convince you that you were looking at it live action. That will happen if they get the rights and all that stuff. Hey, Bella. You're right there, Belle. Hey. Did those kids put you in here? Did those kids put you in here? Were you beating up Emma? Here you go. Bella is a little too feisty sometimes for old Emma. But the internet wants to say hi to you, so there you go. Hey, Belle. Thank you, Mr. Blazing Fur. So we're the best H and my all-time fave. Aw, thank you. Doing this while wife is also watching stream from her PC right beside me. Aw. Thank you both. Dave Fear Zombie, what do you think of Pike and his Enterprise and Disco? Oh, right. Watch their new series once it comes out. I didn't know that they were getting one. That's kind of cool to hear. I thought Captain Pike, as he appeared in Star Trek Discovery, was actually pretty well done. It's not a character that you'd seen too much previously. And I haven't finished season 2 yet, but from what I've seen of him so far, personable. I mean, he seems like a good captain. Thank you, Friendly Arsenic. Halo series is my favorite game series next to Borderlands. Legendary on this level was fine. I can only imagine. Well, that's not true. I've played it. I've beaten every Halo game on Legendary at one point or other in my life. I feel like I would be doing a lot more hiding in this section. The Orville is a great Star Trek show. You're absolutely right. Did they get picked up for another season?
Hurry, Arbiter. Get the icon.
That's just a hand. Which again, when it's that, you can just go like, oh, that's just a chunk of flood bit. Now it's a hand with a branch strapped to it. Best Star Trek movies, Galaxy Quest. That's also an easy point to agree with. 4 years in, okay. What are we talking about, Alex? If anything, I've let you keep every arm wrestling bribe over the years, so I feel like, if anything, you owe me some money. Galaxy Quest is a... I wouldn't even call it a parody. It's a story... What would you even call it? Like, it may have started like that, but in so many ways it turns into almost an homage to the Star Trek kind of universe. While it did treat things a little bit more tongue-in-cheek a lot of times, but there were also very serious motifs in the movie that made you actually think about things and feel for the characters. They developed it in such a way that it wasn't just a joke, which is awesome. Oh, and by 4 years, it was only twice, Allison says. I'm assuming you mean of 4 years of subscription, which is damn impressive, Allison. Most people are sick of me within 1 year. Thank you, Harpo. Thank you for the gifted sub. I think it started as more of a parody, and then it really landed in a weird spot where it told a really good story. Thank you, Alarmed Moon. I definitely missed where I was supposed to be going. Is it this way? Maybe it's this way. Oh! Did not expect him to bounce. All right. This is where I came in. No. I don't remember there being humans on it when I left. No, to a future lasso. Well, I certainly thought about that. Because at some point, if we can figure it out, I think our closest idea for how to do a lasso run in Halo 2 is once we're all back in one location, we have same 4 people, but we have a rotating cast. Every time someone dies, you have to pass the controller off, which I think will work. Oh. Okay, Miranda, there's no way that you reach. Okay, fine.
You know, your father never asked me for help either.
The index is secure.
She says as she tucks it loosely into her belt.
How's our exit? You hear me, Marines? We got trouble. How you doing?
Johnson, you all right? Johnson!
Excellent work, Arbiter.
Was that thing just bring anything?
The icon is my responsibility. What's your responsibility?
He's got a hammer with a thing sucker on the end of it. Oh, I'd love a game about Johnson.
You and the rest of your incompetent race. And I, Tartarus, chieftain of the brutes, will send you to it.
And the prophets learn of this, that they will take your head.
When they learn. Fool. They ordered me to do it.
Oh, it's also a thing pusher. Thank you, son of a jack. Thank you, friendly arsenic. Current last series together and finished about 2.5 hours. Ooh, nice. All right, so we beat Gavin, but not Panton, which is that's fine. I can take that. I think we are. Yep, I was about to say we're gonna meet the grave mine now, which I've been told looks amazing. So, hey, Trix. Happy Pride, everyone.
What is
Ugh.
that?
Feed me Seymour. Oh. Ugh.
Relax. I'd
Don't
rather
do
not push
it.
this thing off.
Demon.
This one is machine and nerve, and has its mind concluded.
Concluded.
This one is but flesh and faith, and is the more deluded.
Oh, I forgot. Does he speak in rhyme?
But do not waste my time with talk.
There is much talk, and I have listened through rock and metal and time.
Oh.
Now I shall talk, and you shall listen.
Greetings. I am 2401 Penitent Tangent. I am the monitor of Installation 05.
And I am the Prophet of Regret, Council of Most High, Hierarch of the Covenant.
A reclaimer? Here? At last. We have much to do. This facility must be activated if we are to control this outbreak.
Stay where you are. Nothing can be done until my sermon is complete.
Not true. This installation has a successful utilization record of 1.2 trillion simulated and 1 actual. It is ready to fire on demand.
Of all the objects our lords left behind, there are none so worthless as these oracles. They know nothing of the great journey.
And you know nothing about containment. You have demonstrated complete disregard for even the most basic protocols.
This one's containment. And this one's great journey are the same. Your prophets have promised you freedom from a doomed existence. But you will find no salvation on this ring. Those who built this place knew what they wrought. Do not mistake their intent, or all will perish as they did before.
This thing is right. Halo is a weapon. Your prophets are making a big mistake.
Your ignorance already destroyed one of the sacred rings, demon. It shall not harm another.
If you will not hear the truth, then I will show it to you.
Oh, man.
There is still time to stop the key from turning. But first it must be found. You will search one likely spot, and you will search another. Fate had us meet as foes, but this ring will make us brothers.
That is the grossest sock puppet I have ever seen. Oh, boy. I'm going to be honest. I did not enjoy Halo 2 story all that much. It was an incredible game for multiplayer, but the story was always like meh.
We are all of us.
These updated visuals are 100% sold me on it.
Parasite was unexpected, unfortunate, but there is no need to panic. In truth, this is a time to rejoice. A moment that all the Covenant should savor. For the sacred icon has been found. With it, our path is clear, our entry into the divine beyond guaranteed. The great journey is nigh, and nothing, not even the flood, can stop it.
Boo.
Kill the demon.
Thank you, Harpo. So I've never touched a Halo game ever in my life. Who was that gross worm on a string? So that is what is known as the Grave Mind. That was actually the first time you ever meet the Grave Mind. And in Halo 1, you sort of accidentally unleash a parasitic organism called the Flood, which was why the Halo rings were constructed in the first place by the Forerunners. It's so virulent and so dangerous that they had to eliminate all thinking life in the universe, just to stop it, including themselves. So the Grave Mind is essentially the groupthink of the Flood, as the Flood takes over more and more sentient species. It becomes more and more self-aware until it kind of forms like a communal mind. Gestalt, which is the Grave Mind. A hive mind is also another, a good way to put it. A biological supercomputer. Yeah, it is kind of the Borg. Sort of. Let's see. Thank you, Big Zach, who said, Happy Pride Month, y'all. Thank you, Charm Kim. Thank you, Pack Monster. Feed me Seymour. I don't know the tune to that song. But I am familiar. Thank you, Pack Monster. Master Chief just like, so why am I here? I just want to blasty. He really is. Master Chief is so chill in that scene. He's just like, just shut up, man. He's gonna do a thing. But yeah, the Grave Mind is more like the Borg Queen from Star Trek First Contact. You know, the one that talks and thinks when all the other ones are just automatons. Who is Andrew Panton and why do I know that name? Andrew Panton is a longtime friend of Achievement Hunter who does actually now work with us to some extent. He's Canadian, so it's a little bit harder to get him into the company, but he does work with us, usually helping Matt build things. He's now also featured on the new podcast. I mean, it's called Fuckface, but it's not. It's like F apostrophe, not apostrophe, @ percentage or whatever. Asterisk. But that is just there've been stories told about Andrew Panton for years because he's just such an interesting character. So you've probably, if you've watched Achievement Hunter content, his name's come up many times. He also helped us out in a Destiny video one time. So yeah, that's who Andrew Panton is. He's an incredibly talented gamer. He's and that is where you would recognize him. Yeah, Jeff Spray is also a picture of Andrew Panton with a fake mustache. Why can't they say fuck and face but not fuck face? I don't think you can name it fuckface, openly fuckface. I think you have to put that in there if you want to get it on any of the platforms. Are we sure he's not Canadian Bigfoot? That's a great question, Allison, and I can neither confirm nor deny that he is in fact the Canadian Bigfoot. Nor will I. Yeah, we can't list it if it's called fuckface, so it had to be called face.
Brutes.
You noticed.
The faster you can kill those brutes, the better.
I mean, all I got's a noodler.
They don't have shield generators, so take them out before it's berserking.
Oh, I guess I don't just have a noodler. All right, can we stop? Ow. My side really itches. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Claudius Maximus, for the tier 3 sub. Okay, this is just embarrassing for you. There we go. He does have a front back a little bit. Thank you, Friendly Arsenic. Whoops. 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 You didn't realize you guys were just waiting for him to die? God, that looked really cool. All the lighting effects and then the blood kind of shooting at him. God, I didn't even notice that before. Thank you, Phantom. Didn't Panton go a month of eating chicken when PUBG was popular and he only ate when he won a match? Correct. He did do a challenge. And by challenge, I mean he challenged himself to only eat chicken and only if he won a game of PUBG, because the winning PUBG, it's called Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. So he did that for a month where he had to win games of PUBG to eat. Now he was playing on Xbox, which is a very different skill level than playing on PC. And I do mean worse. They're not as good. Win 60 matches and was set. I think he got there pretty. Yeah, he got to the point where, look, it doesn't matter which platform you prefer Violet. The PC version of or the Xbox port of PUBG is just not very good. Thank you, Phantoms. Did Panda go? Thank you, Big Zach. Name the podcast Fuckface reminds me of Penn and Teller name their show. Bullshit. Also, hello, child. Thank you, Zesty Sloth. Let's pretend you didn't hear anything on your way into the door. Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm here.
I see you're here, but you're supposed to be where?
I'm in the bathroom.
Livy locked her room.
No. I'm saying get back to her room.
That's true. You're supposed to be in your room.
Rung.
The timer rung, and so now it is bedtime.
I know, that's why I'm telling her.
Okay, it is bedtime for 2 munchkins. What?
Good night, everyone.
What's with the extinguisher? It's in case I set the house on fire. Don't worry about it. Okay, no, you don't read the chat. Go on. Or I'll give you a blast from the fire extinguisher. Yeah! I won't. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That's not a real thing. Good night. Hey, Eli. Can you say, good night, Neverland?
Good night, Neverland.
It just sounds exactly like
Neverland?
it. Yeah. Yeah. You want to say it too? Okay, say it.
Good night, Neverland.
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 It's like, there you go.
Good night, Neverland.
All right. Good night, kiddos. Love you. It's scarily accurate to the movie Hook. Leverland is also a fun place to visit. Thank you, Phantoms. What podcast were we just talking about? Hey. Thank you, Pharaoh Wimp. We got close enough. We'll go with it. Thank you, Dr. Goat. I haven't gotten him to watch Hook yet, so they're, can't really be blamed for not quite getting it. All right.
The council chamber.
Oh, he's
Protect
mad.
The hierarchs. Seal the exits.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, let's give someone a tickle with the noodle cannon. Now, I feel like in Halo 2... Ow. Okay, I looked away for 1 second. I died. In Halo 2, they reduced the tracking on the noodler. So it doesn't quite home in as much as it did. I swear I saw another one there for a second. Do I have any grenades? Ah! And then back in 3, they kind of increased it again because it was made somewhat pointless to have. What? I'm just in the dark. That's tracking pretty decently, but thank you, Edges Pigeon. Regarding the Flood, they get downright Lovecraftian in the Forerunner trilogy by Greg Barrett, which I still haven't read. I need to read. As a fan of the series, even though the Forerunner part does not really interest me all that much, I will read it just to get the complete story. Kind of like the later Halo novels really wandered off writing-wise. And sort of... sometimes when you have a series like Halo or, things where they had a strong several novels written by a smaller team, and then the next group of authors kind of move in, and they don't necessarily get all the details right, and that bugs me. Because when I read those books and then something's inconsistent with the original series, I'm enough of a nerd that bothers me. Okay, I'm the guy that's going to be like, well, actually, it said in the, Halo Fall Reach that blah, 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 blah. I'm like... Ooh. So when they don't get the details correct, it puts me off, and I'm like, this author isn't telling the same story. He's in a different universe. He's not paid attention to what the origin of the content he's creating is, which makes me not feel like he's going to do a good job pushing the story forward, if that makes sense. If you can't respect the source material enough to be as much of a nerd about it as the people reading it, then I don't feel like you can be trusted to tell the next phase of that story. I don't think you can blame the "well actually" phrase can be laid purely at mansplaining. There are plenty of people who will well actually you because they're know-it-alls, not because they're mansplaining. Now, you could say that every mansplainer is also a know-it-all. I'd say that there's probably a good chance that there's a lot of crossover there. But there's plenty of people who will well actually any statement, man or woman, just because they're that passionate about what they're talking about. Hello, Livy. What's the deal? I know for a fact that you have not even tried. Uh-huh. You're laughing because I totally busted you. Did you even lay down in your bed? Tell me honestly.
No.
What do mansplainers drink water from? Oh, well, actually. That's fair. Look, I'm a dude. If I explain anything, it's mansplaining, whether it is or not. Like, there's no getting around it.
Where did you get this unicorn?
I got it from the store.
Why?
To squish it.
Why are you gonna squish it?
Because I needed things to squish.
Did you already squish it?
It survived.
I can see its horn looks similar.
Do you want it?
How did it survive?
It just, I squished it, and then it didn't squish.
It looks like it. Did you try to squish Everest?
Yeah.
Why?
You told me I could.
When did I?
I said, do you still want this? And you said no. Uh-huh.
Did you really? Did it survive?
Yeah, it broke the crusher.
It broke it?
Yeah. Everest was too strong. Now I gotta fix the crusher.
Is this broken crusher?
Yeah, it just broke the end of it. See? This used to be on the end, and it just broke it in half. But careful, there's wood splinters.
Did you get one?
No, I didn't get one. Okay, now can you go to bed? You haven't tried. You haven't tried. I know you haven't. Oh, what are you doing?
I think I just put down the fire extinguisher.
You did.
I'd be nice if we just fire extinguished this whole room like to look like snow.
I don't think that's how that would go. It doesn't shoot whipping cream. I mean, it's not like it would cover everything in a white frost.
Yeah, but it would cover everything in white.
I mean, it may cover it in a little bit of white, yeah. Depends on what kind of fire extinguisher it is.
We got a white one already.
Yeah, the white one's downstairs.
I know. And there's a red one.
There's a red one.
I never seen a white one, but I've seen a red one.
You just said you'd seen a white one downstairs.
Well, Mama showed me it, but after that.
I need to trim your nails. Okay. You need to go to bed.
I still want to go with you.
I know you don't want to go to bed, but you do need to go to bed.
I don't want to.
You got to get some sleep so your brain grows big.
I don't want to.
I need you to get super smart so you can take care of me when I'm old.
I know that. Wait. How am I going to take care of you when you're old? You're always growing faster than me.
I'm not growing any I'm done growing. I'm as grown as I'm going to get.
Yeah, but I will not be able.
Sometimes I still grow horizontally, but not so much vertically.
Well,
depends on how much Daddy eats.
If Daddy eats so much, I bet you would be a little bit taller.
You think if I ate more, I'd get taller? I don't think that's how that works.
And then you'd soon be a giant.
You think I'd become a giant only if I lay down?
What if you sleep and eat so much and take care of your brain, you become in space?
Well, then we wouldn't need to invent spaceships.
Yeah, we could just climb to Daddy.
Mm-hmm. All right, you.
I still.
It is bedtime. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yep, yep.
Mm-mm.
Yep, yep.
Mm-mm.
Yep, yep.
Mm-mm.
Well, okay, do me a favor then. Go in your room and just lay down for a minute and just see how it feels.
Then can I come back?
And then lay down for maybe 2 more minutes.
You are evil.
I am not evil.
Yeah, you when you make me you pet it like a cat.
I don't know what you just said.
When you make me love you pet it like a cat.
Something like a cat. Okay, go to bed, you. No. Bed. Yep, bed.
No!
Baby.
No!
All right, careful back here. There's some sharp things in it. Come on. Livy.
I don't want to.
I know you don't want to, but go lay down for a few minutes for me. I'll come give you a kiss in just a minute. Another kiss. All right. In your bed. All the way. Dalhalla. Well, I gotta build the nuke first. I mean, I would have to have built a nuke first. I'm definitely not gonna. Oh my god! What? Where? He just blasted me in the back. I never even saw him. All right. Well, that's all of this. Ow! 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 What? Where? Oh. Not good. Oh, hi, welcome to the party, pal. Blech. This is rough. Okay. So much easier to see. But so much prettier. I have no grenades. I have no grenades, no weapons, no light. Look at that. Not a single needle. what am I supposed to do about this? I'm not going to be able to just kill him with my swagger. Okay, now we're down here. At least there's no health. Keeps making door opening noises like there's a place I can go. Okay, well, I'm dead. Ugh. Tell them to leave. Okay. Go away. I don't want you here. Hey, I got a plasma grenade. And 2 more needles. Pew pew! I'm gonna really wish that that killed somebody. Weird. Okay, okay, okay. Yep, he didn't explode though. Ah! No sprint. Ah! No, this is only on heroic. Oh, hey, Jackie. Thank you, Daisy. Boy, Jackie, if you enjoy watching me die, tonight's the night. This is one of the hardest levels in Halo. Because it drops you into this with nothing but gumption and, you know, genetically modified super armor. Ow. I'm just gonna be down here taking a minute. Oof. Okay. Ah. Okay, okay, okay. The grunts are down. Now we just have 2 brutes. I do not have a full needler. That did not kill him. Oh! Thank you, friendly arsenic. It's not great on heroic either, let me tell you. Thank you, Nix, for the gifted sub. I just don't have anything that kills these guys. Say most societies develop weapons that are most effective at killing other people in that society. Not so much in this game. Whoa. It looks so good though, but it hurts so bad. Does nothing. It does nothing. Oh, got one. I could just not die. Ooh, really want that needle rifle he's got. Carbine. Livy, go to bed. Which one do you want? Do you want it to be inside the steak, or do you want it to be a cow or a steak?
A steak.
You want it to be a steak. Okay. It's a Minecraft little stuffed animal that is, you can turn it inside out and it becomes a steak.
A steak. It's hiding its little steak.
You do know that steak is made from cow, right?
Yeah. But
Okay.
he's hiding in the steak because he's scared.
Yeah. That's how that works.
If he's scared, he can just hide into his little steak.
Uh-huh. Definitely how that works. All right, go lay down. If you're good and stay in your room, you can play a little bit as long as you stay in your room. Deal. I'll come check on you in a minute. Quietly. Okay. Oh, there's two of them. Please die. Can't see. Ah! Well, this is. Ah! Apparently, I'm holding two needlers. I thought this was a checkpoint, but it is definitely not. Nope, that's an empty needler. Hold on, just want to get this. Thank you. Okay, okay. Hold. Shield it back up. Got both of those guys. Oh, the flare off these things. Ugh. They don't have energy shields, no, but they also, I have not yet picked up anything that could just pop them in the head. You haven't even gone in your room for 1 minute.
I have.
Olivia.
I have.
Okay, listen.
I got bored in there.
Well,
I was gonna be good at you being quiet.
yeah, but I don't think you should be in here while I'm working.
No, just be in this corner.
I think this is going to be more boring than playing in your room where your toys are.
No, it isn't.
Why? Don't stick your lower lip out at me. Where did you learn that?
I just did.
Against my better judgment, you may sit there for a minute. This all just looks like flashing lights anyway. Bella's collar is right over here. We're gonna leave it off right now. Put it down. Okay. Hey, Project Valkyrie. Hey, Jess. Oh, yeah, no, she's strong-headed. Extremely. Where did she get that from, I wonder? Who said I was talking about you? No, that's not what I was talking about. That's how the cow sleeps. If I can get out of this room, it'll be an accomplishment. Thank you, Jess. Good night. Teach you how to just turn it inside out. No, just flip it inside out. Just try it. Lay you off, Beat Crow. You got it. Just keep working on it.
Here we go. That's the cow out.
Good. Oh boy. That's not good. It takes a little practice. You'll get it. This was not a good place to go. Unless they want to come walk right in front of me. Yeah, the old version is entirely superior when it comes to being able to see the people you're shooting at. I also don't know if they take cumulative damage or if they have to, even though they don't have shields, be like slowly, like maintain fire on them long enough to actually finish them. Okay. Oh. Show you what? You just flip it inside out. You just push it inside. Depends on which way you want to go. But if you want it to be a cow, then just push the steak part inside the cow part. So you just take the cow part and just roll it into the steak part. Oh, sorry. Takes some practice, but you'll get it. Just shove it in there.
I need to shove this low.
Thank you, Farrell. I really try not to keep. Thank you, Kotor and Cargren.
So you try to just push in.
Get there, get the stream.
I tried to push it in.
I try as best as I can not to have them on the stream. I've talked about it several times before, but I mean, it all boils down to the fact that I don't want to make that choice for them at their age. That's not to judge parents who do that, but in some ways it's hard to tell where the line between letting your kids do something that they enjoy and being exploitive falls. You just gotta keep trying, Liv. And I love to give them freedom to explore things that they want to do. But I also don't want to ever cross the line and exploit them. Which is, you know, the internet is always down for good exploiting. No, I bumped my mouse.
Do it. It's too hard.
Well, then stop unstuffing it.
Well, I want to know how to do it.
Okay, just okay. Fluff the steak out,
Okay. Fluff, fluff,
and
fluff.
then take your hand and
Okay.
grab on either side, pull it open like a purse, and then stuff that cow in the purse. Stuff him in there. There, just put your hand, just push him down in there. Push him down in there. Yeah. Turn that cow into ground round. Okay, okay. Now you're just pushing to no direction though. There's a hole here.
Wait, where? Oh, right
You
there.
feel where the hole is? Like when you and it's got to go into the hole.
Okay.
So you just kind of stuff.
Okay, can
Just
I
roll it in. Just roll it in.
I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, you are. There you go.
Ah.
Roll it in. There you go.
That looks kind of hard.
It's a little hard. It's not easy.
It is not easy.
But once you get it lined up right, you just kind of bloop. See? There you go.
My puppy steak.
I don't think you want to eat it, no. Because it's made out of cloth. We having steak tomorrow night? I guess we could. I've got some steak. Do you want steak for dinner? Bella's pretty chill most of the time. Uh-oh. What's that, Liv? Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, one down. And there's the carbine. Ah! Dual plasma pistols are apparently awful. Dual brute rifles, also not great. Interesting. I think I just shot the pistol out of his hand. Or the rifle out of his hand. I did not know that was an option. Doesn't seem to be working now, though. Where did all my cover go? Uh-oh.
Where did Everest go?
Wrong end. Where did his what go? It's over there.
Did you break it?
It broke it a little bit. I smushed, but let's remember the moral of the story though is Everett won. Everest. Everest defeated the mighty Crusher. No, we're still getting rid of it. Because you already told me you didn't want it. You can't, no take backs.
I
Once we get rid of something in this house, it needs to stay gotten rid of. I mean, it's mostly gotten rid of. Bella got rid of 25% of it when she took the leg off. You're wondering where I switch back and forth all the time. I switched to the OG look because I can actually see where the enemies are. And then I switched to the new look because it's so much more fun to look at. Oh, come on! Now that's a front back right there. Oh, get the needle pistol. Oh, get the carbine. Why doesn't his head come off? Oh, got him. Oh, it's over. Oh. No!
Got scared, so he's in his little steak ball.
All right. You said you were going to play quietly.
Put me down on one of the pedestals near the door.
Hey, he's on board.
That prophet, Truth, he has the
7.
index. You've got to take it from him. Let me get these doors. Go. It'll be easier to track Truth if I stay in the network.
That's a bad idea, but okay. Something's odd about her proportions now.
Don't worry, you can pick me up later.
Thank you's on board. Aw, 7 gifted subs. Seven was a good number. Did he just stick himself? I think he did. Oop. Thank you for the arsenic. And then I'll never pass the next part. Things I feel like should be headshots never seem to be headshots. Really got to be dead on. Well, if I switch to controller, it would probably be a lot easier because I get all the aim assist. Such a mellow soundtrack right now. Weird. Stop twitching so I can... Oh, my bullets. Oops, I accidentally switched back to OG. Ooh. Yeah, there went all my carbine ammo.
Right this way.
Oh, there's some carbine ammo. There you Oh, thank you. And thank you, Perestroika. Back! Yes, Livy.
Just one question.
Just one question.
Do the viewers control lights?
Yes, the viewers can control the lights.
Viewers, can you make the lights rainbow?
I don't think they can do rainbow. Pick a color, though.
How about red?
Okay. Looks like someone did purple first. I don't think rainbow's a command.
How about red?
Is it broken?
Guys, I think it's broken.
There you, Megan. Oh,
Did they say?
I think it broke. I think too many people tried to talk to it at once and it got upset.
Oh no.
Let me see what's going on. I guess I have to make a rainbow now. Just for you. Doesn't seem to be working. Oh, wait, there it goes. Whoa, red.
Yay, rainbow!
Sort of rainbow. Rainbow isn't a command.
Now it's not blue again.
Can the command be pride? That's a good idea. I'll need to figure out how to make one.
Look, it's gold. It's
Uh-huh.
rainbow. But you can't do
I can do certain colors. What's that?
Can the viewers actually see us only hear us?
They can see that.
Hi.
Oh, Livy. Wow. Hold on, I'm taking in the scenery. Ah. Livy's dancing with her stuffed tiger. Because it's a dance party. Okay, it makes sense. You know what? I was confused, but now it all came together for me. Dance parties do have flashing lights. Livy's attending her first rave. You got hats on. You have to get the hat off. What's that, Livy? I see. You put your stuffed tiger on top of that fan. Oh, dropped it.
Right this way.
Ow. I forgot. They all explode. All grunts explode. That's a thing that I made. I turned on and forgot until this very moment. I've played this entire playthrough forgetting that that is true. What are you doing? What about a mushroom? It's a dancing thing. Okay, Livy. It is bedtime. No, but it's still bedtime.
Watch out for the captain. He's got a brute shot.
Okay. Sometimes headshot's good. Sometimes headshot doesn't matter. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Let me cover my ear back up for. Okay, thanks.
Watch out for the captain. It's got a brute shot.
Oh, those look cool. What's that, Liv? I can't hear you because you put my headphone back on. Alright, go to your room. It is time for bed. For real this time. I will be in to sit with you shortly. To your room. It is bedtime for little girls.
Watch out for the captain. It's got a brute shot.
What's that? Little boys have already gone to bed. You see Eli in here? No, not in the bathroom. He's in bed. All right, to bed. Okay. Oh no, come on. No, no, no. Okay. Whew. Livy, I know you're still there. Go to bed.
Bye, viewers.
Okay. You don't have to talk that much into the mic. All right, to bed. If you're good, then I'll sit with you when I'm done. Yes. Phew. Oh, so gooey.
Truth is moving through the lower levels
Wow.
of the tower. I'll reverse this grav lift. Drop down, try to cut him off. It's safe, really. Just step in.
Yeah, sure. This is inside High Charity. Oh. Oh, look, I had a grenade. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Reinforce all approaches to the holding pens. Slay the demon on sight.
Boy, it sucks for
Leaving
this
up their
demon
patrols.
guy.
Stay sharp.
That was kind of an overkill. That was some very bad shots. Did I get him? Eventually. The thing I got going from here is this thing's got a lot of shots in it. Ooh. Doesn't seem to kill him, though. That guy was deliciously oblivious. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Nope. None of that now. Boy, if you would die from anything, that would be great. Oh. 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 Remember human weapons? Those were cool.
Wait a minute. I'm reading marine IFS transponders.
Oh.
The signals are originating somewhere below your position.
Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, Geek Dreams. And Talon. According to Macmillan, I have a death count of 40. Seems lower than I thought it would be, to be honest. Thank you, Ray Brigader. Thank you, Nyasara. Thank you, Big Zach. Beatbox for Livy's first rave. Boots and cats. Boots and cats. Oh, how do I fix my runny potato salad? Ooh. Do we have a group think on how to fix runny potato salad? I think partially that depends on what you use to make it runny. More potatoes. That is an option. When in doubt, more potatoes can fix just about anything. You did not stay in your room. Eli, what are you doing up?
I'm trying to sleep and Libby keeps on waking me up.
Why don't you go in your room and lock your door?
No, she's making noises outside.
You look very grumpy.
I am, because she's waking me up when I'm trying to sleep.
I'm sorry, bud. I'll take care of it, okay?
Okay, thank you, Dad.
You're welcome, buddy. Oh, I think we're gonna have to call it a night. I've got to protect one child's sleep from the other one. And that may take a few minutes of work. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight. Remember, Friday we are doing a special stream. So save your bits, save your money. It's all going to go to a good charity. And until then, I'll be back Thursday. Night Friendly Arsenic. Raid on John Mays. Thank you, Beltira. Will he? I feel like he's upset with me for not playing something with him at some point. Will he slap my hand away if I raid him? That's happening on which channels? That is a great question. Boy, is it. Man, do people know. It's RTTV. Jackie, I've been terrified all night that I wasn't supposed to talk about that, but I'm pretty sure we've announced it, right? Like, it's cool. Yeah, RTTV, that's the place to be. Come on down to RTTV. We got all your entertainments. It's public. Yeah, that's what I knew it was public. I knew it was a public stream raising money for charity. That's right. Come on down to RTTV all day Friday. All day Friday. All kinds of good things. Extravaganza. All for charity. And there's another child. That's an Allen wrench. Why did you have an Allen wrench?
I don't know. It's just in my room.
Okay.
This was the big cushion.
Okay. I'll be there in a second. It's for your brother leaves. All right. All right, then. Here we go. I'm going to go make kids go to bed. Thank you all for joining me. Why did it have an Allen wrench? Great question. I do not know. Glad you enjoyed it. Vice like hell. All right. Thank you, everybody. I guess we'll raid John Mace real quick. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you back on Thursday. Maybe we'll actually finish this game. I think I did that right. All right. Bye.